So should you refinance now or wait? We've already talked about interest rates being at the lowest that they've been in years. One of the things that we talked about is being able to save on the mortgage insurance if you have quite a bit of equity in your home. So, and equity is defined as your home is worth a lot more than what you owe on your loan. So as a homeowner, as you're making your monthly payments, you're paying down the balance of your loan. And at the same time, the value of your home is increasing. So the difference between the two, or that equity, continues to grow over time. And that's one of the beautiful parts of home ownership. You have something to show for your money. Um, but I'm seeing, or one of the things that I've encouraged, that one, find out what your home is worth. A lot of people are surprised. I had one client who relocated his family to the States from out of the country, and he had just bought his house maybe like 3 months before. Came through one of my open houses. We were able to find him another home, help him to sell his home, and in a 4 to 5 month period, he made about $40,000 to $50,000, just because the value had increased over what he had paid for it. So yeah, that's pretty phenomenal, and that's a great way to build wealth. What are your thoughts on refinancing? Who should refinance? Who should wait?
If you if you've thought about refinancing and you've had even questions, um, right now is the time to refinance. We've already seen rates trending upwards, and so the best time is now, sooner rather than later. Different options such as rate and term. If you have a situation where you've been paying at 4%, you can get down to even a 3.5. It's better than not because you're saving 0.5% interest, and there's really no reason not to, especially with equity that's available and the programs that are available to keep your costs very, very low. If you are looking to get cash out for a project now or in the future, I would recommend doing it now, because you can sit on the cash if you absolutely have to. You can borrow the money while the money is cheap at the moment. So if you have been thinking about refinancing or getting some cash out to do a project on the property, but you're not sure if you do the next 3, even I would say maximum 6 months, I would say do it now versus later, because you're going to be paying more on it later than you are now. And we've already talked about rates trending upwards. So take advantage of the money while it's cheap. If not, you just be paying more later. And why would you do that when you don't have to?
Yeah, I've seen people refinance to get out of high interest obligations, like credit cards and car loans and different things like that, when they have significant equity in their homes. I usually, don't advise that like consistently, because you want to maintain the equity in your home. But sometimes if you're drowning in debt and you're sitting on all this equity in your home, that's some 4% or less interest. That's a great interest rate. You can double up on payments or do different things like that to pay it off faster. But that is one option. The only thing that you have to remember with refinancing is they will have to order a new appraisal, usually, for your home. And then the process is pretty seamless and easy. I think it's 30 days that it would take to close on a home loan, or less even in some cases.
Yeah, most cases actually less. Here at Ruoff, at least for me personally, averaging 15 to 20 days on refinances. We can get those done much quicker. Information is typically already there and available. And because the work's already been done, you purchasing your house, we've already handled most of the issues that you have come across in the purchasing process. So it's a lot smoother of a process, because we have to deal with the same things that you did during the purchase, because now you already have the home. So it could become a lot easier. And on the reconsolidation, this is one of the things I was saying about being really creative with using the equity that you have. I had a client who had been in her house for about 15 years, was paying about $800 per month at 4.75 interest rate. We not only lowered her interest rate, but we gave her cash out, paid off her car loan that she was paying $400 a month on, and a credit card. And her payment, when it was all said and done, was at $600. She had saved $600 per month on her overall expenses, by wrapping in her car loan and lowering her interest rate on her current mortgage. And it freed up a lot of her cash flow since she was on a fixed income. And she could do a lot more with that. She could put more money in a savings account. And we talked about, putting more in your reserves for now, as if you're still paying that for like 4 to 6 months. And then you can even pay your loan off quicker by just putting some of that extra cash that you were paying already into the principal of your mortgage to really gain that equity back really quickly and pay off the home even faster at a lower interest rate. And when you pay your mortgage payment and then put more on top of that amount above that mortgage payment is unencumbered by interest. Go straight to the principal. So even if you pay one extra payment per year, you can shave several years off your mortgage over the course of 30 years, making one extra payment a year.
I heard it was 7, making one extra mortgage payment a year.
Yep, up between 6 to 7 years off your mortgage by just making one extra one per year over the course of the 30-year period. By year 23, you'll actually be done.
Yeah, that's awesome. Please reach out directly to Roosevelt. His information is here on the screen. Again, our consultations are no charge. We're just here to help to build legacies of wealth in our communities. So Roosevelt Tillman from Ruoff Mortgage, I thank you. And then I included my card there. So there is my phone number. Again, Tanya Powell May with the Legacy Homes GR team at Keller Williams North. And we thank you for taking the time to watch our video and to spend some time with us today.
Thank you again, Tanya, for having me on. Thank you, Legacy Homes team. And again, if you guys have questions about mortgage and real estate, reach out to either of us. We'd be happy to help. Thank you again for taking the time to watch.